Alright, I'm back. I've been working on some more data. Some data on consciousness. So I've researched the word Planck. I just searched Planck and consciousness or something like that, and found some science articles on how consciousness is sub-Planck energy units. Alright, so it's less energy than Plancks. Alright, so we'll start at the top here. So there's VHF. It doesn't stand for very high frequency. It stands for volt Planck frequency. And this was on a previous video that I did. And so I decided to use this to extrapolate some more data. Okay, so the second line here. This is a subdecimal brain frequency. That's what the SDBF stands for. And it resonates with voltage Planck frequency at a much lower frequency level. And H equals that amount of joules per hertz. So 6.2607015 times 10 to the negative 34th power. So that's a Planck. So, okay. So I multiplied Plancks by subdecimal brain frequency, and that's what I got. It's a lesser energy than a Planck. That was the plan. Of course, for this paper here, was to extrapolate that data in a certain kind of way. Well, I figured that what they were talking about with this sub-Planck energy units or something, I thought that what they were talking about might have resonated with brainwave frequencies, basically. But that's not a brainwave frequency up here. That's actually low frequency microwave. 1.44703989194 megahertz is what that is. Anyway, so FPP frequency, propagation, potential. That's what I got with that. There's the speed of light right there. And then basically the wavelength of that low frequency brainwave. So it's a bigger wavelength number than the speed of light as a wavelength number. So it has further reach because it's a subdecimal frequency. So when you divide any kind of subdecimal number into a big number, you'll get a bigger number than that number. Alright, so WTDP wavelength transmission it's basically like how far like this kind of consciousness string will reverberate through an entire electron that it's inside of. So it'd be using this one electron to go to propagate a wave that far. So that's a lot of meters. And then down here, we got the amounts of electrons with their with certain elements: carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and phosphorus. Or was it? No, not phosphorus. It's why is it pH? I don't think it's pH stands for phosphorus, does it? Maybe I should have put an S for 16 isn't phosphorus. It's a different element. Sulfur. That's right, sulfur. So here, it's not even in DMT. So the DMT test for it, basically, getting some more data. What's going on here? Possibly in the brain with DMT. Okay, so there's 72 carbon electrons, 16 hydrogen, of course. There's only one electron in hydrogen. 14 nitrogen. And then down here, we're mixing all of them. And then there's a total of 102 DMT electrons. And there's a DMT frequency where we multiply the total of electrons by the subdecimal brain frequency that resonates with 1 volt. Just felt a shock in my leg. It's kind of weird. Huh? And there's a brainwave frequency that happens if you so I'm wondering if there is really gamma waves going on when someone does DMT, so that's gonna have to be tested. I wonder if there might be at least brain waves that neighbor that particular gamma brain wave when someone's doing DMT. Have to get one of those brainwave helmets, basically, to test that, find out what kind of waves are going on. And so there's modulations of that wave. So there's the beta, the alpha, the theta, the deltas. There's like 3 deltas. And then here's the low frequency of the DMT. And then we multiply that by Plancks. We get lower energy than Plancks right there. I mean, that lower energy has greater propagation than higher energy. So perhaps that could be why people have experienced consciousness to transcend time, sort of, or go faster than the speed of light because of the subdecimal hertz, and it's got to be below 0.5 hertz, and so I figured just below it. You know, this is just a test of a probability of what could be going on with consciousness energy and how it resonates with brain waves. I'm not sure how low the modulation steps will go, actually, below the below Plancks. Maybe it's just below Plancks, or maybe it's really far below Plancks. Plancks are like the smallest measurements, supposedly. And Planck energy constructs quantum fields that surround everything. There's a quantum field per charged particle, basically. And so they're surrounding all the charged particles, and they're made of Plancks, and it's the fundamental level of the universe, scientists say. So consciousness is below that in energy. So that consciousness can't do too much, I guess, to reality. Like, it has to sort of reverberate through the quantum fields, through each electron in such a way to change things. But it seems like things that get changed in such a way they can only be in ways that already resonate with some other part of the universe or something. The same planet or something. A lot of people want or need certain things like prosperity. That would be very common, I think. So anyways, such a low energy actually has less perpetuation requirements. So it's energy that lasts longer than Planck's. Like, if theoretically energy could ever be destroyed or something, the last to be destroyed would be consciousness. Consciousness is a type of 0 point energy, I think. The 0 point energy is where you try and drain the energy out of a space, but there's still energy there, and it's the smallest energy, like Planck's and stuff. So less than Planck's will probably still be there too. So you can't remove consciousness from a space, like if it's there. Consciousness is only not going to be there if it moves somewhere else. It's like you can think stuff and not much is going to stop you from thinking whatever. And you can move from space to space physically. So there it is right there. A lot of time. I wonder if I can get all this on YouTube. Maybe it'll fit on there and it'll let me upload it all. We'll see. Okay. Hope you liked the video.